Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-November 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at just what's happening through the remainder of November. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, starting with column number 1, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close, we have a summary card of heat. I like heat. When you think about things moving, there's friction and therefore there's heat. So this is really just saying that things have been moving for you. They might have been moving a little fast too, really feeling some of that heat, Capricorn. But let's see what we've got going on here. The first card we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very traditional card. It's a card of expectations. It's very conventional, conformity, again, traditional. I'm getting that I don't know. It's like, I don't know, maybe you told yourself this, Capricorn, or somebody else told you this, but it's like, in order to get done what you need to do A, B, C, D. And it's like, okay, you have been set on doing A, B, C, D. Hopefully that makes sense for you, but that's the message I'm getting. It's like you had a plan and you have done a great job sticking to that plan, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very hardworking, very patient. Again, this is you working on this plan. It's like you knew you needed to do these 5 things and you've been very diligently working on these 5 things. So hard work coming through there. Again, and it's like knowing the task you need to do and just getting them done. At the bottom here we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. I feel like whatever this was that you're trying to accomplish, it is accomplished or will be accomplished very soon. Again, you knew exactly what you needed to do and you've been taking the action to get done whatever this is. So this is the celebration that comes along with the completion of whatever this is you've been trying to accomplish, Capricorn. Let's clarify and see what other messages I can give you here. The first clarifier we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very fast. If you look at the Horse and Rider here, both the Horse and Rider are moving very quickly. And again, I mentioned when it was heat, I think that I said that I thought things were going really fast. Not only are they moving, but they're moving really, really quickly. And again, this is your ability to deliver on the things that you need to do. It's like you had such a clean and clear cut path of what needed to be accomplished. So you're just smoking on by on your horse there, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is cause and effect, win-win. Because you did this, now you're getting this. So it's like reaping the benefits of your hard work. This is also a really good card if you are working on something contractual, something legal, or some sort of matter of the court, an indicator of favorable outcomes there. But again, what you've put in, now you're receiving, so reaping the rewards of that hard work. At the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. This is a card of being very bold, being very powerful. It's kind of about taking charge as well, which obviously you've done. I haven't said it in that exact manner here, but I definitely have implied it in multiple other ways. So this is kind of like taking charge, leading yourself forward, being brave, courageous, and really truly just getting stuff done. Now let's take a look at our next column, Capricorn, which is what's going to happen for the remainder of November. We have the card context. This is an interesting one. I haven't seen it in a while, but it has a pretty literal meaning. It's gaining context on something. It's getting more information. I like more information because typically with more information we have more clarity. But again, gaining some sort of context that could be missing for you right now. Okay, the first card that we have is the Justice card. We were just talking about the Justice card. This is again that cause and effect type energy. Because you do this, you're getting this. This is an interesting message. I do think that some of you are like working on completing school. I see you like getting much smarter. You're gaining information and it's coming through in the way of context. But for some of you, this could be education focused. I do want to again call out what we talked about the last time with the Justice too, that this can be legal matters, things of the courts, contractual type things, and all indicators of favorable outcomes for you. But again, the hard work you're putting in, you're getting that benefit back. But again, I do see you getting a lot of knowledge, like almost like you're completing a college course or something along those lines. The next card that we have is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is very much so typically a love card. It's romantic love, it's partnership, it's proposal, marriage. I do see some love movement here for you. If you're in a relationship, you could potentially be getting engaged or married. You could be starting a family. Those of you that are single, you could be entering into a new relationship. This is a great card for new friendship too. This does not have to be a love interest, although this card is typically love specific. But again, it could be a friend as well there, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Magician. The Magician is a very focused card. It's about turning your visions into reality. It gives you the ability to stay focused, which honestly you've done a great job on. Again, you've been so laser focused on exactly what you want here. But this is, again, turning visions into reality. This is inspired action. I feel like you've gained something these last few weeks or month. It's like you now feel like you have this new ability to execute that I think you've always had, but you have like mastered it almost is what I'm getting here. This could also be context. This is going to give you more clarity, and once we know exactly what we want, then it's very easy for the Magician to deliver on it. So I like it in that sense too. Knowing what you want makes it easy to accomplish what you want. Okay, in terms of clarifiers, the first card we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity. Again, this goes back to being very clear on what you want so you can accomplish what you want. Like the pairing here together. Sorry, I just bumped the table and now it's wiggling. But again, this is really good. Being clear on what you want so you can accomplish what you want. You've been working really hard for it too, so now is a good time to kind of do a gut check to make sure that you're working towards the correct things as well, Capricorn. There could be some checking and adjusting there is the message I'm getting. The next card we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of necessary transition. I know it looks a little gloomy, but it's actually a really good card. Again, this boat is taking you in a forward, positive direction. The boat always takes you exactly where you need to go. My advice, I guess, on this relationship is to just like let it happen. Think about it less and just go with it. Again, it's something that needs to happen and it takes you to a positive place. So again, just kind of roll with it. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're wanting with the Magician, definitely will be successful going into the end of this month. So again, it's like you're gaining the knowledge you need to accomplish what you want, and definitely success in accomplishing what you want there. So really nice last few weeks, really nice upcoming next few weeks. Now we're going to take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money, Capricorn. I bought some new decks. I'm really excited to share this with you. So a money summary card here. It says you can heal with money just as easily as you can hurt with money. Don't let the amount determine your actions. So a little bit of money tidbit there. But let's see. So this column is going to be job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Really whatever you think of when you think of money, Capricorn. Let's see what we're working with here. The first card we have is the Four of Wands. This is a card of completion, a card of success. If you take a look at this card, these wands kind of look like a finish line. So it's like getting something across the finish line. And with this card comes celebration. Like celebrating with friends and family. So something celebration worthy relating to money or career this month. So I like to see that. Again, success, completion, celebration. The next card we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. This is all very much a leadership card too. Some of you could be moving into a leadership role if you're not already in a leadership role. But I feel like you kind of have to roll with the punches this month. That's the message I'm getting. So think about being very buoyant. Think about being very flexible. Think about being very adaptive, because things are just like going to be strange. Weird things are going to pop up that I guess are not anticipated. So don't be rigid, be really flexible there, and just kind of roll with whatever comes your way. Apparently that's the message, just roll with it. I've told you that twice now. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, when I see it, is an indicator of being very busy. You see there's something different happening in each of these 7 cups. With this card, this can also be like having so many choices and it can be difficult to commit to something. I don't know that I feel a lot of like non-committal energy, but there's a lot happening. And again, these are going to be like weird things that pop up that are kind of unexpected and maybe not anticipated. Not bad, but it's just out of the normal things. Okay, let's clarify and see what other messages we have here. The first clarifier we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. Love to see this card in the money column, just given its tie to money. I do think whatever this success, this completion is with the Four of Wands, definitely will lead to some sort of financial gain as well. It could be that promotion into that leadership position. It could just be a bonus for the completion of the project, but it feels financially rewarding in addition to the celebration. So we're glad it's done, but there seems to be a financial reward that's partnered with it. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. And again, this is saying basically the opposite. So I was telling you with the King of Cups, we need to be flexible this month. We can't be rigid. We can't have our usual standards, our usual expectations, our usual mindset even. So again, stay very fluid, be very adaptive this month. Weird, unexpected things are going to pop up and you want to have that ability to flow with them rather than just like handling them in the traditional, conventional way. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It is very much so the work smarter, not harder. So as these things pop up, make sure you're not working too hard on them. That sounds bad and that's not literally what I mean, but it's like something weird is going to come up, so make sure it doesn't consume your energy, you know. Deal with it, but don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Don't give too much to it, I guess is the message there. Speaking of being non-committal with the Seven of Cups, I guess you can be non-committal in the fact is like, don't sink a lot of energy, don't sink a lot of time into them. Address them, but don't let them live rent-free in your head. Okay, moving on to our next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. I also have a new deck for you there I'm super excited to share. So let's see what your love message is. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So nice connection we've got going. We did have a really wonderful love card there earlier. So in this column, think about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Capricorn, and let's see what we're working with. The first card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles. We were just talking about the Nine of Pentacles. This is a good money card, but in terms of love, this is very self-sufficient. This is such a strange message, but I think some of you are going to be on a business trip this week, so maybe you'll be away from your friends, family, loved ones a little bit. But this feels like really solo. You might like go to the movies or do a date night with yourself or end up going to like a concert on your own or something of that sort. It doesn't take away from the relationship, but I just see you doing a little bit of you. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting or delayed success. You see this person planted their pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow. The message that's coming through with this card is patience. So make sure you're a little bit more patient than you may typically be this month, Capricorn. The relationship, if you are in one, needs patience, needs a little bit more time. So just keep that in mind. The next card we have is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of, again, going in for clarity, making sure you're getting what you want, what you have, what you want from the relationship. I did say earlier to just kind of let the relationship ride, and that holds true, but this is more like self-exploration and making sure you're feeling good about everything, and that might not even be specific to the relationship. Let's see what other messages I can give you here. The first card we have is the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. In terms of love card, though, I love this coming up. The Ace of Cups is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. We already talked, there's some sort of new love brewing for you. I like the Sacred Union card on top of it. That's something really special as well. So it's a really promising relationship. But again, I do feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, there could be a little bit of time away from the family, a little bit of time away from the relationship. It has nothing to do with the relationship, though. It's just the course of events for the month. The next card that we have is the Death card. The Death card doesn't mean death. I always like to throw that out there for those that don't know. But it does indicate a shift or a transformation or something that's happening. I feel like, especially for those of you that are in the relationship, your partner could be going through something pretty major right now. They could be going through this transformation. And remember, the message with the Seven of Pentacles was to be patient with them. And remember to treasure this relationship, and one way that we can treasure our partner is by being patient with them and caring for them. So do take a very supportive stance, because I feel like your person is going through a significant change this month. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident and very self-assured. Again, this is about being clear on what you want, making sure you're doing what feels good for you. But again, this is a check-in with you. This is about you feeling good, you feeling confident. Not so much connected to the relationship again, as this is just as much you checking in with you. So interesting energy there at the bottom. Good energy, but interesting messages for the love column. Sometimes they just come out where they want to come out. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. So something to carry into the remainder of November with you. We have the card Brilliance. I love this so much. You are so brilliant, Capricorn. Do not forget that. Let your brilliance shine through this month. But let's see what messages I can give you here. We're a little close to the edge over here. Sorry. Got carried away, giving a little bit of space on this side. Okay, the first card that we have is the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. This is a card of completion. This is like finishing something and moving on to the next thing. I like this. This is going to be a really brilliant chapter in time for you. Again, it's like we're closing the chapter, we're closing the book, and we're moving on. So this is like an indicator of a new period or a new cycle or a new chapter here for you. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage, all wonderful things coming with this new chapter. Love all the self pieces, but then again, having that courage, being the lion and moving bravely into this new chapter, remembering just how brilliant you are. And at the bottom here, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. Make sure you're getting that R&R, resting, renewing, recovering, getting yourself ready for this next chapter. It's not like one day you're going to wake up and it's just going to be here. It might kind of surprise you. You may not even know you're going into this new chapter, but make sure you're preparing yourself for it as much as possible. Mostly that rest and recovery there is what your body's asking for. Okay. And then in terms of clarifiers here, first clarifier we have is the Eight of Cups. I love this. If you look at the Eight of Cups, the cups are stacked so nicely on the card, but yet the person in the background is still walking away. This is from going from good, these nice 8 good cups, to something better. Again, this is such an advancement. This is a step up, leveling up. Moving on to, not from the next chapter, but to the next book. So this is like the grass is greener on the other side type energy. So I love that. The next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that watched my videos before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's an indicator that we're at a turning point here, and we absolutely are. That's evident with the World card too. Again, that chapter's closing, we're turning a corner. We're at a turning point to enter into this new chapter. And at the bottom here, on top of our Rest and Recovery Four of Swords card, we have the Three of Wands. This is a card of expansion. Definitely lots of growth in this new chapter for you. This could also be like travel though, so maybe take a vacation to get yourself rested and relaxed and ready to go as well. But Three of Wands is a travel card, so maybe that's how you get that recovery, is through a little vacation there. Now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Ace of Hearts. This is number 11 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 9 of Clubs. This is the number 26 card. That's a yes. And question number 3, we have the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That's coming through as a no for me there. So no, yes, no for you, Capricorn. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a crystal from our Healing Stones deck. This crystal will keep with you through the month of November. You have Garnet, which is good for crisis management. It helps solve chaos. And it makes you very powerful and confident. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, surround yourself with people who make you hungry for life, touch your heart, and nourish your soul. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful November.